Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 91, day 4. So today, of course, we got ourselves some purple Guild War day. We also have the invasion event, pretty easy invasion event at that as well. The invasion troop that we can end up using for it is just absolutely decimates pretty much the entire game mode, so that's pretty easy. It has not only a extra turn capability on it, or a 4% chance, but also the ability to regain back all of its mana, which is pretty convenient. It's off that one sharp tooth troop. Also, why is it not letting me click anything? Hold up. My streaming program might have broken the game. Okay, 1 second. Technical difficulties. Let me go restart this. 1 moment. The music and everything was still fine, but somehow the entire game was frozen. I couldn't click anything. Okay, now I should be able to click stuff. Yeah, hopefully that fixed it. Okay, there we go. Now we can click things. But anyways, hello everyone. Hello, Mr. Hello Hong. Hello Bill. Hello Interception. Hello, Isabel. And hello rednaZ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so, as far as World Event, I might as well go over that real quick. It's the same one that we went over on Monday. Not that one. Not the World Event. I mean, Monster Invasions. So we end up doing it with this, except with the new weapon. New weapon's pretty cool. So double sharp tooth with the new weapon plus apophysis. The sharp tooths basically solo everything. It's just the standard tower killing troop this week. Has pretty much everything you would ever need. Gains enrage when the enemy dies. Has some score reduction so it doesn't die itself. Of course, has a standard multiplier. Its ability does also a billion things. It has a % chance to extra turn, as well as a separate % chance to full mana, as well as a chance of both of those occurring simultaneously, which is pretty nice. The only thing bad about this troop is the icon for it. It kind of looks very similar to the actual thing. They both have like an open mouth thing, and it always throws me off on if it has full mana or not, because the actual troop, they look obviously quite a bit different. But when you're just like looking at it quickly, it's like, oh yeah, it's the same thing. It's always confusing when they have full mana. Obviously, it's a bit obvious, but when like both of them are the exact same, it's a little bit less obvious. But the one with the meat is the one that has full mana. But anyways, amazing invasion troop. Probably one of the best, if not the best in the entire game, at least for just doing invasions. Obviously outside of invasions, kind of underwhelming in most situations, but inside invasions itself, it is among one of the best that can be used. So pretty good opportunity to go for leaderboard if nothing else, or just get the event done even quicker than normal. Aside from that, the new weapon that came in, pretty decent. It explodes all brown gems and then grants a random stats effect to all monster allies, including yourself if you're using the Dervish class, and then summons a monster troop. One thing that's pretty nice about this is it does gain enrage on casts. It also gets a 4 mana back, so really it only has a 10 out of 14, or sorry, yeah, basically only has a 10 mana cost, essentially, because it's getting 4 of its mana back. So once you get the first time, get its full mana, only 4 needed for every following one, and apophysis here is just for some skull spam. Also helps keep your first slot alive for the later battles, but it's mostly just for a little bit of skull spam there. And obviously they're hitting quite a bit against 4x towers. But that's pretty much the game plan for invasions. Of course, we already did it all during the previous stream this morning, but did want to go over it just very briefly for any of you still looking for teams. Also, that offer is not really that worth it. I just wanted to check what it was. Anyways, let's go to Guild Wars already. So, Purple Guild War. What team are you using? Zugov? I want to say it's Zugov. Did I change it? Oh yeah, I did end up changing it, didn't I? I ended up changing it to a weird Weaver team. Not sure how I feel about this. This is really all in on Weaver. I think we might change it again. Not sure what I want though. We got Weaver, we got Wild Queen. What other you know what? I think we can get away with that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I still want to build around Weaver. However, if we're gonna do this, I might as well do Grey King. And then out of Grey King, we could actually go Life and Death. We could actually bring out the Orb Weaver team. Or Archmage. Ooh. How do you feel about Life and Death with Grey King, though? It's a little overkill. We could just build a standard Life and Death team. There's nothing against that. There's really no reason not to. I normally don't offensively, but I think we can make something work. Does any Empower work well with this? Looking for a purple convert. You are indeed a purple convert, using a color we don't have. And then we would just need a good front line tank kind of thing. Though hero theoretically could, but you ideally want your giant spider kind of doing that. Do we have a second empower that goes to purple? I don't think we do. That goes to yellow to green. You're already converting away yellow, so that wouldn't work. Could always Siren. Siren's a bit of a weird option, though. Oh, we could always just Leprechaun. Leprechaun first slot's a bit weird, though. There's nothing against it. He is under, where's purple? These are the only ones we could use. We can get away with Leprechaun if we want. There's no reason not to. Go for Skull Spam. Mana Drain at start. Attack buff at start. If I do go Leprechaun, it would be a first slot Leprechaun, which is a little clunky. I might still go for it. I gotta put Drowned Sailor in first slot and just don't cast it unless we absolutely need to. Like, unless we actually have alignment, we don't go for it. Oh, wait, never mind. You're yellow to blue. Why did I think you were yellow to purple? Hold up. I need something else other than that, possibly. I did not realize he's yellow to blue. Fail, of course, because you're used for the Zugoff team. We could just go Leprechaun and then just go one other option. It's fine for blocking it. And then just go like Grey King. We're going to be missing red, though, wouldn't we? Well, we just go minus red on banner. Regardless, we're going to be missing something unless we go purple, red, blue. Which I believe there's literally 0 options that are viable underneath this. Technically, in the context of this team, there is 0. Though, we have yet to use Hatter and Scroll on a Guild War day. Green to Lycanthropy. Skulls to yellow. I mean, Skulls to yellow. Yellow to Doom Skulls. Wouldn't hurt. Does have Impervious. Scroll Reborn actually seems kind of interesting too. Go for that big burst. There's no other beast other than itself on our team, though. It's already a pretty bad effect. That's not really going to be doing much anyways. My concern with using this is just not going to have alignment. The other thing, we can just burst it down, get our alignment, get our mana really quickly off of Leprechaun, get a cast down, hope it lands, and then just go crazy. And if it doesn't, Orb Weaver will do Orb Weaver things. I think we're going to try this. I don't think I've ever used Scroll Reborn in Guild War week, so this will be a good opportunity to do so. Because I believe the one... Actually, is this the first opportunity we've had to use Scroll Reborn for, or any of them for Guild War week? I could have sworn we already had one, but this might actually be the first Guild War where we did. Right? Is this the first or second Guild War where we have access to them? I actually do not remember. It's one or the other. Anyways, let's go change our banner accordingly. So we are using every color now. So we do have to account for that. Now we also want to decide, do we want to go Archmagus or do we actually want to go Orb Weaver? I believe we are going to go down the Orb Weaver route. Play it safe. Archmagus would be quicker, but that'd be so much riskier. Let's go for a nice safe Orb Weaver. Make sure everything's set correctly, should be. Weapon random enemy when I summon a troop. What weapon type are we using again? Actually, I can't remember what it counts as. It counts as a staff. I don't think any of these give bonus to staff. No, they do not. And we don't have any Nagas, so it doesn't really matter what we set. Tango to first enemy is always good. Dark Storm is very much needed. Stealthy is pretty much required. Would poison even be worth it? Probably not. However, we can go 15 mana start so we can go all in on the other thing. I'm not sure how much of a difference that is compared to 20% mana start on all of our things though. And I'd rather just give the elves a little bit extra bonuses instead of 20% so we just remember to. And just set it into like 2 magic or something. Just so we can have the life and death backup thing. Even though we're kind of doing that burst at the beginning with him. I think it's fine. We do have to be a little bit careful about Lycanthropy, however, we're going to have Bless on this. This, if it gets converted, doesn't even matter because we're just using it for the start of battle. And this has Impervious already, so it should be fine. Because that's still a factor too. We can end up Lycanthropying ourselves, which is still a thing. But if this has Bless, it can't be Lycanthroped. And this getting Lycanthroped doesn't really matter much. So if it does, it does. Alright, let's go change our banner then accordingly. So what was the other color I ended up setting this to? Oh wait, you don't even have any color? Oh, never mind. Oh, you don't have any color on your third. So whatever we set is what we have. I almost want a double brown then. Very tempting. There isn't anything to leak it into though. So I think we're just gonna have to go a double purple. Go like +2 purple into something. Honestly, this banner that we already have set is actually kind of fine. I don't think we need to change anything. It's kind of already set correctly. Alright, let's go do it. Let's see what happens. We'll try this, see what happens. I feel like it can do 9,500. It really comes down to first troop, though. We're really banking a lot on the new mythic doing decent things. Or should say the new boss troop. Oh, this is the first one. Okay, so yeah, this is a great opportunity to go try them out for the first time in Guild Wars then. Since we have not actually had the opportunity to ever use the troops in there yet. The any of the Hatter and Scroll troops. Where on earth is the team I literally just set up? Somewhere's in here. Let's see what happens. I don't think we change anything else. It is indeed Purple Day. It's all the components we really need to win. How well it'll do is more questionable. But it has all the components that it needs to do such a thing. So why are they so low? They're not the lowest in the bracket though, but it should be a pretty easy win day. It's a nice day to be messing around with some kind of new team as well. Alright, perfect. They're all purple, correct? Yep, purple, purple, all purple. It is indeed Purple Day. Alright, let's get into it and see what happens. Hopefully nothing bad. Do you have a replacement for Life and Death? You can use that one red-purple life thingy, but then you won't be using brown. The other one is to use Grey King. Though that's even more expensive, possibly. Though you might have it laying around. It's definitely possible you have Grey King, but don't have the weapon. I'm gonna go for a Purple Surge here and hope it works. And if it does, we won. We won. It's over. Okay, so we convert this, and then he's dead. That's pretty much how this works. That's pretty much how this works. Do I try it again? It's not guaranteed, so I feel like I don't go for it. I'm so tempted to, though. Alright, we have no guarantee alignment on the board. Still have no guarantee alignment. We still have no guarantee alignment. Guess what? There's still none. I want to go risk it. Go, risk. Oh no! That's why you don't risk it. Mistakes have been made. Grave mistakes have been made in attempting the risk. Okay, new plan. Do not cast it unless we directly have alignment. New plan, unless we are so absurdly desperate. So there's a Skull Cascade there. However, I just want to go for the win at this point. Hopefully he doesn't go for it good. But yeah, new plan. Unless we are so ridiculously desperate that we have to, don't cast it unless we have direct alignment. Problem solved. Let's not do that again, especially against a web spinner. Oh, then again, he can't do extra damage to us. We have Impervious, which means he have immune to web and his poison. So he is not capable of doing extra damage. Yay. Let's try it again, but don't recklessly use this ability. Risk it for the biscuit. Do we even have any good Cascade? No. Do I just explode? Probably. I can take a Skull if I want. He's entangled, though. Though him getting in his thing's not going to matter much. Oh, I can take all that brown. Will he let me? He will. Do we even need all that brown, though, compared to just taking purple? Honestly, at this point, I think just taking a purple is better. Even though we have access to taking all this brown, it might just be better taking a purple. Wait, what's all that brown going to give us? Life and Death? What's he about to do? He's about to do yellow to purple. That's the move. Unfortunately, he got a mana drain there. And now he's going to get another mana drain. And now he's going to get another mana. Oh, he's entangled right now, though. That's giving us a lot of value right now. He's going to hit us a few times, but that entangle is doing work right now. We are being carried by entangle. We just got absolutely carried by turn 1 entangle. Unfortunately, he just mana drained us like crazy. I want to take this purple, hope it surges, and get a red Cascade from Sky. Well, Surge. It did one of the parts that I needed to do. Okay, he's unentangled. However, he should pretty much be dead. I can't do anything good with this board. That should be yes, we can. We can take the purple. I'm trying to find something with skulls. We might have to risk it again. Unless we can get another guarantee set up somehow. Ideally, you'd want to get the guarantee, obviously. Would be a lot better to do. The only problem is I think Doom Skulls can overlap normal skulls. I think it's slightly less likely we'll get alignment. It's very tempting, though. We can also board clear and just hope the Browns land extra turn. I'm gonna risk it. Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. Summer isn't all that. We got an extra turn. Right at the end, we got off a potion. I think even before then, we had it on something. We don't have recast back up yet, though. Do I let him hit us? Because I have a feeling he's just going to resummon anyways. I might just have to let Hatter and Scroll die. That or we go for an explode and hope it works. You know, I'm going to go for that route, actually. Because that's enough damage to kill him. So we got all this red we don't need. Didn't really help much. Okay, I think we just cast Life and Death. We get Weaver the following turn, and then we pretty much just win. He might die on first slot, but that's what the resummon's for. Oh gosh, he got a double kill. So can we. Oh, that's funny. So what just happened there is we just rolled 2 7%. So we just got a quad kill off of Weaver. Oh, I love it. So I was kind of joking when we said we'd wipe his team, but we actually did it. So what just wiped him is, of course, Weaver only killed 2 because of true damage. But what ended up wiping him is every time you get a kill with this class, as well as a few other classes, there's a 7% chance to kill the last enemy when another enemy dies. And this is re-rolled every single time you kill an enemy, including when this triggers. So you could trigger the 7% into another 7%. And off the 2 double kills with the 7% into the other 7%, we just killed the entire team. Because we got a double kill and then it rolled 7% twice between those 3 kills that we already did. So that happens. I'll take it. Well then, that works. Okay, let's do that again. Alright, we'll stick with this team. I like it. I found a use for Hatter and Scroll. RNG Purple Day on Guild Wars. I don't feel like it's gonna score super high though. Though it's really fun. We might just keep it just for the fun of it. Let's see. I'm just gonna let him skull us. There's so much yellow on the board. I actually want to keep it just so we can go crazy this turn. No, don't drain me. I'm gonna leave that skull there, I think. He can't do anything to us anyways. Unfortunately, he just took away my yellow alignment. Do we just life and death here? I feel like we life and death. We don't have yellow alignment. I'm just gonna go for life and death here. I kinda wanna take this brown potion actually. I'm gonna hope the AI is not smart enough to take it. Good. We don't have alignment though. I'm so tempted to still go for it. It's either that or brown. I'm just gonna go for all the brown. Still no alignment. Still tempted to try though. Let's take that first. We have a match out of it if nothing else. That's gonna chain and hit the purple if nothing else. You know, I'm gonna go for it. We'll risk it. Was it worth it? Not really. Oh, we can land extra turn off a potion. I guess it was worth it. We have enough to kill him right now too. No alignment. I might as well go for Weaver kill at this point though. Oh, did we hit another 7%? I don't think that was within kill range on the other guy. Pretty sure we just hit another 7%. And he's dead. This team is surprisingly not horrible. There's a lot of gimmicks going for it at once. Oh gosh, oh, then again, I don't know. Is Frost Mage much of an issue? We have Bless and 2 Imperviouses. Like, the worst thing that could possibly happen is Leprechaun gets frozen. Also, are we even set to the right banner thingy? Oh yeah, I did. I'm just making sure. Yeah, we're set to the right banner. Because we want 20% into 8 magic unless we really desperately need cleanse. Ideally, we'd run without it. I don't have to worry about the Cunning Troop. Gotta worry about his first turn convert. I think we just go for Leprechaun and just hope it works. Did you get Guild War points for the resummons off of Weaver? They should count as a resummon, yes. However, you still count as death, so you're still losing points when you have things die. Ideally, you'll want to make sure nothing dies. But you lose less points if you resummon. Like, if you die and don't resummon, you lose more points than you die and don't resummon. Like, you do want to try to resummon if you can before the end of battle. Like, you still lose points regardless if anything dies. But you lose even more if you don't resummon them by the end of battle. We actually got alignment already. Is there anything better to take before we do, though? Not really. I think I'd just let him skull us. The only problem is he's not in Weaver range, and I don't have life and death yet. Which kind of makes me just want to take a brown here. I mean, a purple, I mean. Purple Surge isn't full mana in any way, shape, or form, though. I can take a lower one and hope for a cascade. Oh no, that's not gonna... actually, that will. Ooh, we got a lot of mana out of that. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, you have a chance every single time you get hit to do a giant spider. We still haven't seen a single giant spider yet. Okay, I think we have to take a skull just so he doesn't go crazy. Which he already is. Can we even get a life and death before we die? I don't think we can. Actually, yes we can because you just gave it to us. Thank you. Oh wait, we're frozen on purple. No! That's exactly what I said would kill us. The one thing that can kill us has killed us. Leprechaun being frozen. No! No, he's gonna kill us with cunning next turn. I don't have enough damage, and there's no way we could possibly get Weaver up unless the most amazing cascade ever happens. Oh. We died to literally the thing I just said is the only thing that can kill us. Us being frozen on Leprechaun. Leprechaun, how could you do this? Is there any way we can win? I'd have to get Weaver right now to have any chance to win. Because he casts that, we die. Oh wait, he's webbed right now though. Does it do double or triple damage? It only deals double. We can actually live. Hold up. We're not dead yet. Yet. Keyword on yet. Oh, double hit Leprechaun as well. Interesting. Okay, we're not frozen anymore. So that fixes the frozen issue. Now we have a we're gonna die any second now issue. Because 10 scatters enough to kill. And he's about to cast. And there's no way we gain HP. And we'd have to get a kill to resummon. And the only way we get a kill is if it reaches full mana right now. And there is absolutely zero ways to even remotely attempt to get full mana right now. I can take a skull and try for green here. Like if we take this over, get a 3 times green, get a 3 times purple, then another 3 times of something else. There's a small chance. There's a non-zero chance of an extremely small decimal. We can get triple green into purple into what other mana we need. I don't think there's anything on visible board that we could possibly do. Other than just trying for the most luck we've ever seen. Off of a single cascade. Actually, is it better luck to try for triple purple off of Sky here? Because triple purple is actually more likely to getting triple green there. Because of Purple Storm. Ah, we only got one of the purples. No! How could you do this to us, Leprechaun? Okay, I guess we might have to carry Cleanse whenever we fight against Frost Mage. As I go into a battle that's probably Frost Mage already. No, it's Orb Weaver, that's fine. That's not that threatening. But that ball, purple slaying troop sure is. Got a little mini loop on us. There's not a really good move here. I'm not sure if I want to get Life and Death all the way up. I might just have to commit to it. Problem here is Weaver's about to die. And there's not much I can do about that. I need you to stop landing extra turns, please. Please. Nope. We got looped. Oh, we lost twice. It was such a fun team, though. I don't know, I enjoyed that team. Even though we lost twice. Once to Infinite Loop, and the other one to Purple Slayer Troop being very high damage. Unfortunate. I don't know, I think we'll keep this team. I like it. A little unfortunate luck there at the end. But I really enjoyed using that team. We'll definitely try it again next time. I don't know, it's definitely usable. Also, gosh, Adventure Board is horrible today. We'll still take Dungeons, though. Dungeon's still worth it. Yeah, that Infinite... You gotta be careful with those loop teams. Honestly, I should just switch to Frost Mage the next time we see something like that. Though even then, you still have to deal with... Oh, I know why we had Obsidious there. Oh! I was wondering, like, earlier, too. Like, why do we have Obsidious in this weird true damage team? I know why. Beatrix. Beatrix is very popular on Purple Guild War Day. I remember why we had Obsidious now. I think I did a switch just because we were up against a team like that. But, yeah, you gotta be really careful with Beatrix. Beatrix is absolutely insane. How much value it gets. What's even weirder is when they nerfed Truffle, they didn't nerf Beatrix at all. Which made Beatrix even stronger. In the sense that Truffle was made weaker. Not because Beatrix was made any stronger, but, you know, just because the thing that's very similar to it was made weaker while she wasn't touched. I'm not sure why they didn't touch her. But, Yeah, she's still scaled like pretty insane as far as what she does for the value. She's pretty much the best cleanser in the game while having an infinite loop, while also mana generating for your team, while also true damage killing the entire enemy team. Like, there's almost nothing it doesn't do. You can kind of counter it with Submerge, though, because it can't actually do damage to Submerge. So that could be one strategy, if nothing else. So you'd have to actively change your hero class to do that. Let's see. Was there anything else I missed while we were focusing on Guild Wars? Did you get Guild Wars? Oh, I already mentioned that. Do you ever play? Oh, I already answered that as well. Nope, I think that was all the questions. But if anyone else has anything else, do let me know. Okay, so next order of business. You're doing the squirrel for a code. I guess we could hand out a code now. I was going to do it after the other thing, but might as well do it now. Might as well. We're going to do the Ward Lore event next. Do our 6 battles there. And I'll probably do a little bit of token farming. Because there's not too much that the weapon can really do. We messed with it a little bit during the event thingy. Like, it's not a bad weapon, it's just monsters have very weird synergy with each other. And by very weird synergy, I mean they don't. And that's kind of the issue. Like, you look at, like, the monster-based kingdoms as well. And, like, Drifting Sands. And where's the synergy? Like, okay, it has a hero class that happens to be monster. But aside from that, there's, like, no synergy there at all. Like, whatsoever. Like, here's the Drifting Sands monsters. If we go to, monster. And we go to Drifting Sands. There's no synergy between them. Because these are the ones that you would end up using if you want to use the hero class. I think there's, like, maybe a poison synergy here. It doesn't even consistently poison what needs to be poisoned, which is kind of funny because the thing that actually consistently poisons the last 2 slots as a mechanic is in Dragon's Claw. The Dragon's Claw Kingdom. It's not even in the kingdom where Scorpius exists, which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, there's a few good troops here. Like, Scorpius can be usable. This thing for the event's insane. Great Maul can be usable. A few like that. Even this thing in some instances can be. But their synergy together is very much non-existent. The closest we have is this synergizing into Scorpius, but they have mana conflict with each other, so you can't even do that properly. Plus, he doesn't even poison the correct things consistently every time. He does it randomly. Unlike the Weaver thing, which does it 100% consistently. Which is kind of funny, because this is like, seems like it's supposed to be used with Scorpius, yet it's not even in the same kingdom. It deals damage to the first 2 enemies, and then poisons the last 2 enemies. Scorpius hits the last 2 enemies with instant kill if they're poisoned, which has direct synergy with Weaver. But Weaver does not coincide with the kingdom of Scorpius, which is in Drifting Sands. Doesn't make any sense at all. But anyways, there you guys go. There's the redeem code used on jumpsawar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is where you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Copy paste of random numbers and letters started with QD. And it gives the same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And only usable on PC mobile version of the game, of course. But there you guys go. Enjoy. Anyways, next order of business. Also, definitely feel free to like on the stream. Helps out a lot. It's greatly appreciated. Anyways, we did that. Let's go to a ward event. Haven't done that yet. Pretty sure our guild still has a little ways to go. So might as well get some more progress on that. Because I think we still need like the last 2 tiers. It's kind of funny because even though Invasions has started today, our guild is pretty much like already done with it. Except for the last stage. Though I think Isabel was actually in first place on it earlier. Oh, we didn't get anything good. Well, we got a purple. Okay, we got 2 purples. Could have been, except it could have been worse. Oh no, she fell down to second. Oh, she's tied in second, so it's fine. Still really good. Yeah, someone went absolutely crazy with how much they did. Yeah, she has a tied second, which is why her score is so high. Actually, she has more than the entire guild combined. That's pretty funny. Literally more than the entire guild combined. Oh wait, I forgot we don't have. Oh, never mind. That's not the event I wanted to do. Because we did that the previous stream. What we do still have battle towards is ward events, which despite going on all week, it pretty much has the same amount of progress as the other one already, even though it's only been around for a day. That's because invasions and raids weekend events are quite a bit quicker. But anyways, let's go to this. We got 4 fights, or technically 6 fights. Tourney is the next one we got to go take. Still using this team. Hello, Jamie. Welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I still don't understand why they nerfed Truffle, but they didn't nerf Beatrix. Like, you would think if one got nerfed, they would both get nerfed, but they only nerfed Truffle. Which is unfortunate, because I actually prefer using Truffle more. Even after the nerf, I still prefer Truffle more. Beatrix's value is insane, though. But I just prefer Truffle's playstyle more, personally. Though I do feel like Beatrix is more annoying when you're fighting it off of a defense team. I just find it more enjoyable to specifically use Truffle. Even post-nerf. So hello, Lorelli, as well as Bernice. Who of us have an SLO too? As well as Eric. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As well as Sushi Ninja. Oh yeah, that's pretty much Beatrix in a nutshell. It just gets a few casts and then you die. Like, you try to do something to it, it cleanses it, it casts infinitely, and then you die, like, several seconds later. It's pretty much what it does. At least when it works properly. I was gonna say, we shouldn't be at one-shot range. I'd be really surprised if that did. Really? Okay, thank you. He just left the skulls for us. Old AI for this game would have always taken that skull. New AI likes to occasionally cast instead. Can you take the tacit test? What is the tacit test? Did someone make a tacit test? What is this test of which you speak? Actually, it's kind of easy to know what order we need to do here. Because the order is whatever one is not Ice Golem. And if they're all Ice Golem, take Ice Golem. Because once you get to this later point, it's just cycling the same thing over and over again. Only one of them's changing. So just do whatever is not Ice Golem once you reach this point. Say water? I say water correctly. What do we take here? We'll take the brown over. Get a pokety poke. That should be dead. A good old pokety poke. Open chat, scroll to portraits, and name them tacit tests? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I understand the first two parts. I don't understand the third part. Because you can't rename them. We'll take that for... Actually, I have a Cascade there. Oh, he ruined it. No! He didn't take it for an extra turn, but he ruined the Cascade that could have been done. Let's cast this for now. Kills everything except one. He's probably going to leave us a skull because he can't take them all. Is YouTube not chat not refreshing? It is on my end. As well as on screen. Tell their names? Oh, what? Try to go through every single troop and try to identify each one? Oh, that's going to be hard. I don't know most of them these days because a lot of them are off meta that they end up doing for them. I'll probably forget like a gigantic bulk of them based on just image. We can sure try though. We'll do it after we finish out these battles. Which, if Val Ravens would stop dropping, looks like it's about 4 of them. Or 6, depending on how Val Ravens go. We'll finish these, then we'll try it. I'm gonna forget so many of them, though. Plus, I think there's weapons in there, too, and I don't know, like, barely any weapons. Like, I know, like, the 5% of meta weapons, and that's about it. Because most of the weapons, they come out and then you never touch again. The one that came out today isn't necessarily like that, but somewhat in that category. Like, it's under the category of ones I would never really bother memorizing, just because unless it became, like, really meta all of a sudden, there isn't really much of a need to. Hey, isn't Frozen Shieldbreaker better than Ice Golem? That makes no sense, but sure. Everything's better than Ice Golem. Including lower ones. Including things that are lower rarity than it for whatever reason. Because why make any form of logical scoring system when you can just make it as confusing as humanly possible? It's almost like they're trying to actively make it as confusing as possible. Which maybe they are, just to make it harder to tie on leaderboard. So the people who really want to tie on leaderboard are going to tie on leaderboard. It's not going to stop them. Also, we do have backup resummon on this team. Oh, and we got one that summons Doom Skulls too. Nice. Not sure if we're actually going to get our cast off, but if we do, he is very dead. Please give us anything that we can win with. That would be great. What do you convert? Green? Of course, because there's no green on the board. Of course you would convert green. A thing that is nearly non-existent on the current state of the board. I know we went off of it. Oh, it died. I could have just killed it with the base damage too. Also, luckily, she survived with 1 HP. Remember that HP buff we got the other week? Oh, there it is. It's actually come through for us a couple times. It's always funny when you recently get like an extra armor HP buff, and then you see a 1 HP survive. Because you know every single time that happens, it was because of the 1 extra stat. Well, stats don't seem to do much, but when accumulated together, they definitely add up to be a lot. Sometimes that 1 extra is all you need. Unfortunately, it takes forever to, you know, get those up. It's like one of the main end goals for the game is, you know, constantly trying to get more and more of them upgraded over time. It's definitely more of a long-term goal thing. Definitely shouldn't be in a rush and trying to get them all because, gosh, does it take a while. Let's see. I'll take that down. Mostly the Kingdom upgrade ones because there's just so many things you have to do for each upgrade. What a cascade. You gotta be careful, our heroes are starting to actually die now. It's actually possible. Hey, we summoned a sleeping dwarf. I no wonder why I don't know his name. He's one of those boss slaying troops. Oh, he jumbles the board with no extra turn? Wow, is he bad? He is horrifically bad. He has a jumble board but has no extra turn attached to it. Luckily, that should be enough to kill still. Alright, well, that's all of our battles there. So, you wanted me to go to portraits and try to name every single one of them. We'll try it for a little bit and see how bad I do. Where'd I have to go? Oh, I don't have a global on right now. I turned it off for the Monday video and I never turned it back on. Let's see. Also, I don't know why I went back in there. However, alright, let's see if we can identify them. So, default hero from all the way back when. Baby Dragon, Scarlet, Durek, he has a really weird D name. Loyalty, Ferrets, Queen Mab, Storm Shield? I'm pretty sure that's Storm Shield. That one useless one that summons that red troop based on 13 red on the board. Summons that little beast thingy. That does the boost ratio based on magic. No clue what her name is. Trickster. No clue. Wolfnisha. That one that's yellow-blue that creates a bunch of, like, 7 of a certain color, and sometimes it's kind of glitchy because you can end up doing it with power gems and stuff like that. However, I think they fixed it since. Dead content. Dead content with ears. Possessed King. Broken Spire. Adana. I actually forget. Wait, what is that? Wait, what? What is that one? Hold up. No, that's not Karkaroff. Why is it throwing me off? This looks like half the image. Isn't this just the upper half of it? Isn't there a lower half to that? Zolkari. I actually forget. Mr. Scales. Forest of Thorns. Whitehelm. Pan's Veil. Kedar. Kazel. Zolkari. Pride Lands. Blighted Lands? I'm pretty sure. Sword's Edge. Stormheim. Grim Woods. Golvania. Wild Plains. I forget. No, Darkstone. Is that the Guardians? Pretty sure that one's the Guardians. So I forget that one too. Why do all these like so confusing? Glacial Peaks. No, neither of those were Darkzoom. What's that one too? Why do I forget so many of these icons? Dragon's Claw, forget that one. Silverglade. Archie. Bright Forest? I always forget the difference between. I'm not sure why I always think Bright Forest and Silverglade are the same thing. I'm pretty sure it's Silverglade. I forget that one. Forget that one too. Oh, no, actually that one's Urskea. And this one's Suncrest, if I'm not mistaken. That's Merlantis. That's Shentang. That one is Bright Forest. And that's Silverglade then. That's the Apocalypse Troops. That's the Vault Troops. That one I forget. That one is the Primals. This one is, I have no clue. That one is, oh gosh, we're starting to get the factions now. That one's All Seeing Eyes. This one is that one Undead Place. That one is Sunken Fleet. That one's, Wild Court? Whatever the one with all the thorn thingies are. That one's Warrens. This one is, I forget. That one is Mist of Scales. I mean, not Mist of Scales. The ones with all the Nagas, though. It's the Dark Pits. That's a Tyree. That is that useless thing that creates a bunch of reds based on some kind of boost ratio of something. Though it's pretty underwhelming. That I have no clue what weapon that is. That is the very useless strip of Xenos that is used only for getting the achievement. Also, if I'm not mistaken, you actually have to craft Xenos to get this. Also, I did not mean to click on him, though luckily we're eventually going to get down to the one I want, so I guess we're using it. This one requires you to craft Zugoff. Obviously, it's Zugoff. I forget which one that is. That is that one thing that has blast off of that one. Gosh, what's it called? It's off of, Silverglade. The Silverglade faction. Silver Necropolis. He's a legend from Silver Necropolis. No clue what that is. That's that one Man-at-Arms guy that does the little bit of buff during Bounty Hunter. That I have no clue. That's Doomed Glaive. That is a Green Doom. That I forget. That is, what is that? That has to be a cast icon of some kind. That's that one little kitty. No clue. No clue. That was for one of the holidays. That guy is that useless pirate that I think is only good for what's it called? Arena. That's like it. That's the hook of the brown yellow for what's it called? Blackhawk. The Blackhawk epic that you get for free. That's Sunken Fleet. But anyways, I'm not so sure we're gonna go through all the way. Let me just go find where our little guy is. We'll be here forever if I try going through this whole thing. And I will probably be very forgetful as to what most of these are. There are quite a few of them. If nothing else, I'll know what it does. If we see any troops here. Why do I feel... now, this is what I absolutely hate, is trying to refine your icon. Why can't you put like a favorite next to them, especially since there's 1.5 billion of them? Where's my Griffin? Maybe we'll go something other than the Griffin. Because it's going to take too long to refine my Griffin. They really need a sorting option for this. Like, the fact that there's no sorting option whatsoever for, like, your preferences or anything. Like, you can't even, like, put in a term. Well, while we're down here, I might as well go claim all these since we already have the wrong icon. So we might as well make it even worse by getting even more of them. Since we're already down here and set to the wrong one. We'll probably find the correct one later. Oh, you know what? That one's actually pretty cool, the one that we just switched to. Is it actually down here, or is it moved somewhere else? Of course it's moved somewhere else. We might actually use that. That one's actually pretty cool. I really wish they would have made the troop a little bit better. Like, it's a really bad troop. Like, unless you're specifically using it for half mana dragon start, there is no reason you would ever use it. And its condition on it is so absurdly weird. Where'd it go? I know it's just around this area. You can't hide from me. We were just here. There it is. Okay. I'll just use that for now. I'm not going to waste too much time trying to find the other thing. Anyways, let's go do a little bit of explore farming. Not going to go through all of those or we will be here literally all night. Anyways, let's go do some Zugoff farming. Good old Zugoff. Get some tokens. Tyree's dad. Pretty much, yeah. And also that one mirrored guy, the brown-blue useless one that has always been useless. He has some kind of relationship with it too. I think it's like a brother of hers or something. have some kind of relationship together. It may not seem like it. This game does have some amount of lore. There's some amount of lore in there. We'll go for that. Probably should have done it on a first slot. Not sure why I didn't. Normally you want to do it because of... Oh, never mind. Actually, no, you wouldn't. The burn always goes to first slot. I forgot the burn's attached to just automatically hitting first slot, not based on what you target. So actually, yeah, it doesn't matter which one we hit then. So I did do it correctly. Yeah, Merritt is the brother. That's what I thought. This game might not seem like it has a lot of text, but if you ever look at like the full text breakdown for like all the text within the game using third-party sources, I believe JoeConnors database has a pretty good one for it. But there's a lot of text in this game, like way more than you would think. Like normally when you see text, you're reading it for like such a short duration, and it's so short, and it seems like there's like barely any. But if you take the cumulative accumulation of the entirety of all of it, it is surprisingly long. But I believe JoeConnors database, I'm pretty sure it still has a reference for it. It has all the dialogue in the entire game for everything. As well as I believe all the old past seasons as well, if I'm not mistaken. Which actually we've never bothered reading through. I should probably read through them. They actually do add lore in the World Lore events. Of which I think we read like the first season and then never touched it again. But there is actually lore every single week in the thing that's called the World Lore events. It's kind of one of the things that it does that I kind of completely ignore. Let's see. I'll take the green. Also, some of it you can even see in game, but not all of it, which is kind of weird. It shows you like half of it, because if you look at your old filled out season pass thingies, or even if you're playing free to play, it still fills it out. You can end up seeing the progress on it, like the main dialogue for each week. But there's actually two of them every single week. One of them specifically attached to the world event, and the other one's attached to, I believe, the game mode, if not mistaken. Both have their own separate one. One main one for the World Lore event, and the other one specifically attached to the World Lore mode itself. The in-game one only tracks the one. Pretty sure third-party resources keep track of both, though. I'm actually gonna double-check. Pretty sure it does. I actually haven't checked JoeConnors database for specifically that. I'm gonna have to read through them all someday, because I'm pretty sure they're all kept up over here. Is it not kept track of on this anymore? Oh, it doesn't even let me click on it. Why does this page look broken? It's not even loading fully. Maybe because we're doing it in this tab. That's weird. Yeah, I can't find a thingy for it. I could have sworn I had a reference thingy for it. Or was there a different website? Could have sworn it was here. It might be at a different portion of this website. Though I would assume it would have a tab thingy for it. It wasn't under timeline. Not sure where it went then. He's obviously not under leaderboards. Also, I think you need to log in for the leaderboard thingy to even update. But anyways, we'll check it later. Pretty sure it's somewhere there. I'm not sure why the page isn't loading in completely though. Must be something weird with using the Steam browser. I could have sworn JoeConnors database has something for it though. Pretty sure it does. Somewhere's on there. So you can somewhat see it within the game itself. You can actually see it in your inventory. All the way over here. For example, if we click on Season 2, we can see the text for the prologue, and then entry 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth, all the way to the very last final week. And in the partial week, it just doesn't show it yet. It shows the untranslated version of the weird text. But yeah, it keeps track of it in game, which is pretty cool. Though unfortunately, I don't think it does unless you specifically fully filled it out. So if you only got to like entry 9, or if you only filled it to that point, I think the last one just stays unfilled forever, which is a little weird. I'm not sure if it exactly works like that, but I know as it's the event, it unlocks as you unlock them. So I assume it just looks like that if you've just never unlocked it fully. I would assume. I wonder if these will ever have any purpose other than for these lore. Like if you could actually set these for something. Like imagine if you could set these like medals and each one had a special purpose. It'd be kind of interesting. Even more bonuses. I don't feel like they could monetize that though, because you'd get the full thing for free to play as well. So they don't have a direct way to monetize it, so they'll probably never do something like that. Actually, that's one thing I really wish they would have done in this game. Every single kingdom, though it would be a little hard with how many kingdoms there currently are. But one thing I've always wanted for this game is every single kingdom, when you're fighting in the kingdom, to have a specific stats effect. So what that could specifically be could, vary to almost anything. Like maybe Purple Storm always starts at the start of battle, or maybe not something like that, but there's a lot of things that you could end up doing. Like, you have like slightly higher magic if you end up fighting here, or everything starts with a certain stats effect, or stuff like that. That would be disabled for quite a few game modes. But when you're doing like Explore and a few other things where you specifically could, as well as a game mode that could actually be, targeted around such a mechanic. Or make them just so they're really non-interruptive, just like a small different on the stats or something. I don't know, I kind of just always wish there was something for every single different zone, because you're always fighting in a different zone. You can tell based on the side borders, like right now we're in Golvania. Well, obviously we're doing Golvania, Explore. But you can tell by just the sides that we're doing Golvania. That the location is specifically there. Yet there's no change to gameplay based on that, other than just the sides being slightly different in the loaded terrain. But everything else gameplay-wise is the exact same. I kind of always wanted a small mechanic like that. Nothing big, but enough to make every area, kind of stand out on its own. More than just a background. I'm pretty sure that text is just gibberish. I highly doubt they would have made it that complicated where it actually translates perfectly to something every single time. I'm pretty sure they just have several different sets of gibberish that they just keep recycling. Because it would take way too much more effort to do it the other way around. I'd be exceedingly surprised if it's actually possible to be translated, if they would do that much work just to have that gimmick. It's probably just like 10 different sets of random things, possibly more, just to make sure it doesn't repeat too often. Or it could be exactly 10, because as long as you have 10, it would never repeat more than once per season. Hey, we got an Anu, nice. Better than nothing. No Nishas for a while, though. Feels like it's been about a month since we got a Nisha. We also haven't been farming as much the last month or so. Mostly because part of that time I was away. But also just in general, we haven't been grinding as much since I've gotten back. I need to, though. Tokens aren't going to grind themselves. This isn't super high priority, though. It's always good to get a little bit more. I just wish there was more ways to get them. And there might be more passive ways to get them, but they did specifically say that they do intend to keep it Explore as the main way that you obtain them. But they did say that they might add more ways to passively obtain them over time. However, if you want to infinitely farm them, it seems like Explore is just always going to be the location to do for it. Because I've asked them multiple times, and they've always just said, nope, we're just going to keep it as Explore. Or along those lines, anyways. No, they did specifically say that they'll likely add more ways to get them passively. And since then, they have added 0 ways to do so. But you never know. Oh, what's the next best thing if you don't have Flamer for this team? You can end up running Urskea's Shield. Or sorry, not Urskea's Shield. Urskea's Crown. Urskea's Crown creates just 1 less red for 1 lower mana cost. His ability is a bit different, doesn't do any damage, but the main thing that you want this weapon for is the red creation. And that weapon does the red creation. So throw that down. Can you please get full mana for once? No. That wasn't even enough, surprisingly. Okay, it was going to explode if we have to get it all the way. Somehow Thrall doesn't have full mana, though. First comes to the worst, we can just Flamer for the 1 mana. Even if it doesn't land purple, it gives 1 mana to all allies, which is convenient. And then we have 13 plus red, so we get the automatic extra turn, and boom, dead. The combo. Do you think the 1 million gold for legendary task rewards needs updating? They've always been a little bit underwhelming, unless you get really lucky and just randomly get a mythic for your entire guild. But, I don't know, they've always felt kind of underwhelming. They could definitely use a bit of revamp, especially the kind of rewards that are in there. Honestly, I think they're going to keep epic tasks as is and make some kind of new tier of tasks. Like legendary tasks, or mythic tasks, or, you know, something that they can go add 6 more guild troop thingies for in the drop table, while also going and adding some kind of new sync to the game. Because currently guild syncs only sync gold, and they might try to sync other resources in the future. Like gems. But, yeah, they're probably going to do something like that. Like, if they want to try to find a way without, like, nerfing gems without nerfing gems, I'm pretty sure legendary tasks will literally only cost gems and nothing else. Like, no gold, no nothing else, is specifically gems. It's bound to happen eventually. Those tasks might end up being decent. I have a feeling they're not going to touch epic tasks ever. There's a lot of core resources that aren't in them, though. Like, when they were first added, they had a good majority of all the core resources. But in the current state of the game, they're missing a lot of them. Most notably tokens. Oh, that potion! No! The potion ruined it for once. How could you, potion? You're supposed to be helpful. It still kept it as our turn, so. But it made it take longer. By like 10 seconds. How could you, potion? You're supposed to make the match go quicker. Also the Zeddicus Slayer. We got to use her last week. Luckily she hasn't gotten us yet. New Zeddicus slaying for you. But if anyone has any other questions, anything else you want me to go over, let me know. We'll probably go for 1 more chest, so we'll have to cycle through 1 more time after this time. And then we'll probably call it a wrap for tonight. And then continue tomorrow night. The next Guild War Day, which I believe is Blue Day, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure Saturday was Blue Day. What do we even go for here? I'll take a purple for now. Grab or destroy. Get the good old Zeddicus. Get the other destroy. Get our explosion in there. And then Zeddicus just clean up and we're good to go. Oh, that's not the right direction. That is not a way to take the Skulder. Oh yeah, 1 last cycle. Let's see if we get it for our chest. Hopefully something juicy. Hopefully we get Endel and Anu. Or Nisha. Nisha works too. Or 3 Nishas. 3 Nishas would be amazing. We will eventually get the elusive triple Nisha drop. We've gotten double a couple times. We've yet to hit the triple. best that could ever happen. So hard to hit triple though, because not only do you specifically have to hit 3, but you also need all 3 of them to be Nisha. The chance of that happening is very unlikely. Though it is possible. What percentage of guilds or late game guilds? I have no clue. There's not really any way of knowing. Oh, in my opinion, depends what you consider as late game guild. I'd probably say around only a few percent. It sure feels like it's a lot more than that though at times. But based on some achievements in the game, like just look at the, actually that's a good way to check too. How many guilds have gotten the achievement for getting all tasks done? Because you have to keep in mind, this is about 30 times less than whatever the number is. How many guilds have it? So there's a thing that, complete all guild tasks in a single week. That is 5.5%. That means only 5.5% of people have been in a guild that has completed all tasks. And I'm pretty sure that's like the bare minimum for an end game guild, I would say. Is, you know, completing all tasks in a given week, including all epic tasks. So yeah, only 5.5% of all people gotten this, which means in theory, 30 times less than that is how many guilds have actually done it, which means theoretically less than 1% of guilds have ever done it. Though that could be a little bit misleading because this does count every person who has ever existed within the game, and this achievement didn't always exist. Like the game didn't release with this achievement, so that could be a little bit off. But if you want to do it based on like bare minimum, 5.5% of guilds are late game, probably less. But if you do it based on that, that's what it comes down to. Because that's the amount of people that have received, who have ever played the game, that have been in a guild that have completed all tasks on a given week. Which I believe that achievement does count epic tasks now. I think when that achievement first came out, it didn't, because they didn't exist. I believe it does now, though it might just be the normal tasks. I'm not sure. Not sure. Let's give him a little extra turn there. It won't matter though, because as soon as Throw goes off, we just win. Because that's how it works. Also, he goes for the skull instead of the red extra turn. Really? Surprise. The AI doesn't normally do that. Oh yeah, trophy number doesn't really mean too much because unless the guild is like an ultra ridiculously active guild, it's basically just what the guilds have existed the longest amount of time. Like a guild could get created tomorrow or within like, you know, be like a couple months old and be nowhere near on leaderboard. It could be like 300th place. Yeah, it could still be one of the most active guilds in the entire game. Eventually they do take leaderboard at some point though, guilds that are like that. But that one trophy leaderboard, since it never resets, is basically just a what guild has existed the longest amount of time leaderboard. Because unless you're in like a ridiculous active guild, like you're very rarely gonna have a guild that overtakes it. Because you'd have to keep up with all the top guilds in the game, plus be farming at a substantially quicker rate. Also, did we seriously just end on double guard? At least we got a medal out of it, but still. I do still need more of the lower rarity medals, but a little unfortunate. What banner and class am I using right now? Slayer Hero class was actually had an event for it yesterday. But Slayer Hero class ends up working out pretty well. Main reason for this, it has a lot of enrage and it has triple damage to burning. And this combination just works really well because it has the most consistent automatic way of getting enrage back up. It gets to enrage on extra turn while simultaneously also be able to enrage whenever an enemy dies, making it so it just perpetually has enrage unlike other hero classes, which allows it to kill quite a bit higher than other hero classes combined with the triple damage burning. Aside from that, we use a +2 purple, +1 red, -1 brown banner. The most important thing is the +2 purple to get Throw rolling. So that one single purple surge will guarantee get him the full mana. But anyways, guys, Now we'll wrap it up for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll have, I believe, Blue Guild War Day then. And I don't think we have a Saturday pet today, or tomorrow, I mean. We do have another one coming around the corner, like Saturday pet. But this specific one does not have one. I believe it's like 2 or 3 Saturdays from now we have another Saturday pet coming around. I believe it was the International Dog Day for 2020. If you didn't end up picking up that last year or just want more copies, that should be coming around. Though that's not tomorrow. I believe it's like 2 or 3 Saturdays from now or something. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you all enjoy your weekend. It's finally Friday. And I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching as always. Greatly appreciated. See you guys soon. Goodbye.